Hello, and welcome to another update video about ADA. On the ADA chart, we continue to see here the same structure that we've seen before. Just here, there was a bit of an adjustment because the chart has failed to rally from here, from the last lows, and the last lows were broken here. The 20th of March low, like many other coins, have broken that low. Not much of a surprise, given that while I was tracking an uptrend, I did mention to you, it's only 3 waves up. You know, don't be surprised if it breaks. If it does, then we are falling back into the yellow support zone. So not really any change until we break below the 50-cent level. Below 50 cents, I have to switch to the green scenario. And I will take you through the 2 scenarios I'm observing. I don't find this a great chart. I mean, it is a chart that produced a potential 5-wave move to the upside already. Mentioned to you that the minimum requirements for this move to the upside are fulfilled. We have visually a 5-wave pattern. I don't necessarily like the look of it, but be aware what I highlighted it before to you, that I have a problem to identify really the low point last year. Yeah, on some exchanges, this here is the low in June. On some exchanges, we have the low here in September. And that makes it difficult from a structural point of view. Therefore, I highlighted to you, look, with this high, the top could be in, potentially. It's only an alternative at the moment, so the preferred scenario is still that we get one more high. But then there is a very clear level that distinguishes between these 2 scenarios, and that's the 50-cent level. So if we see a break below 50 cents, I have to switch to the green count, which suggests that we are going down in a deeper wave 2 correction, and would then possibly rally in a 3rd wave afterwards, whereas in the white count, the wave 1 didn't finish here around the 13th of March, but instead is still unfolding, and we could see one more high into the region around 85 to 96 cents. Okay, so the white count is still what I primarily follow, but don't be surprised if we break below 50 cents. It is definitely not. It would definitely not be it would definitely not be a surprise. It would not. Yeah, you know what I want to say. The reason is that this is a diagonal pattern, and a diagonal can't really be trusted anyway. They are not high quality patterns. In addition to that, as I said, the minimum requirements for this move to the upside are fulfilled. So that's just from a larger pattern point of view. We therefore have 5 waves up completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This does complete technically a diagonal pattern. However, I would prefer that this 5th wave gets one more extension, okay? So that's basically, in a nutshell, what we've been looking at in recent months. And now let's go to the 1-hour time frame. Here, there has been a change of microstructure. What I'm looking at here now in the white count is a potential B-wave pullback. We did look at that before as a B-wave, but the B-wave low was here. This cannot be the B-wave low anymore because the price made a new low. So the only way really that the chart could rally again in the same structure, in this white scenario, and start a C-wave rally, that would be by forming here a WXY structure. So that is a more complex form of a correction. And in a WXY structure, we have an A, B, C structure in between. So in the Y wave, it's an A, B, C. And because the B wave was also quite shallow here, I mean, if we talk about retracements, well, it rallied to the 50% fib level. That's okay. But I'm just concerned it might run out of space. So if there is a sustained break below 50 cents, I might have to say, okay, we are switching to the green count, yeah, which we talk about in a minute. But at the moment, there is no confirmed low in place anyway. And until I see a first 1-2 setup to the upside, I remain focused on lower. So it seems likely that we might form one more low here in the C wave. Also, given the Fibonacci extensions, I mean, if I measure the length of the A wave, I go to the high of the B wave, it would actually take us to 47.7 cents. That's even lower than the 50-cent key support level. And that's the 100% extension level. It's the projection, an ideal target. So, ideally, normally I would say ideally the C wave gets there. but it would come along, it would go along with a break of the 50 cent level, and that might push us into the green scenario, which essentially wouldn't be bearish. It would just mean a deeper pullback in an overall bullish scenario, possibly, yeah. So that's what I'm tracking. Essentially, I'm looking for lower prices until I see a first evidence that a low is in place. And in an ideal world, that would be a 1-2 setup in which the wave 1 is a 5-wave move, then a wave 2 pullback, wave 3 higher, wave 4, wave 5. This is what I would like to see. Once we have a first 1-2 setup, I can confirm to you, okay, probably the C wave has started. Until then, I would just be a bit careful. Yes, we are in a support zone, but it's not like, you know, I give you a 90% probability that this will hold. As I said, it's a bit of a messy structure. It's a diagonal, and probably the interesting setup will come as soon as the wave 2 unfolds. And if we see a break below 50 cents, I mean, then the wave 2 is already unfolding, and I would then define a support area that's a bit lower. And I mean, also in this case, you know, we're probably dealing with an ABC structure, and it might only make a marginally lower low. So what could be the case, for example, I just gave you that 47 cent level. In the green count, it might be we come down, form an A wave, we rally in B, and then come down in wave C. This would be in the green count. Let me actually change the color. Basically like that. Yeah. That's what I would be observing for the green scenario, that the green A wave is currently unfolding, wave A of wave 2, then we could get a B wave rally. And so it seems likely that we might start that B wave also from the yellow support zone, yeah, or maybe just below that. And if we do it just from just below, it shifts probability more into the direction of the green count. So you see, it's a bit of a mess, this count, this structure. I think the support levels are clear. 55.7 cents and 50 cents are the next ones, then 47.7. And in none of these scenarios, I have a confirmed low in place yet. So I keep you updated about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.